World Ocean Council is a global association of corporations, businesses, SMEs, startups, and innovators. We also have a group of nonprofits and research institutions that are partnered with us. So we tend to represent corporate interests and corporate ocean responsibility, and that's really focused on a sustainable and regenerative blue economy. So everything from the largest shipping organizations down to very new startups doing work in the blue economy and blue tech space. So the event has been great. I think one of the things that, especially because we run our own event, which is the Sustainable Ocean Summit and the Sustainable Global Finance Summit, I think here you have a mix of corporations and many more EU representatives and kind of the policy and planning side of things. So I found it very interesting to have conversations that were at a different angle. Same subjects, very important subjects, but something that took us in a different direction when it came to the policy aspects. So I think the biggest takeaways for me are a lot of conversations on the Ocean Pact, a lot of conversations on how we combine those corporate interests and competitiveness, as well as what the changing sort of political zeitgeist is and what that means for corporations and small businesses as we move forward. And for us, especially working out of and partnering so closely with the port and the city in Barcelona, how do you create this hub, but also reach out to the rest of Europe? And for us, what are those hubs in other parts of the world that we bring to Europe or push the Barcelona and European interests out to those corners of the world? I think for me and for us, the opportunities to do those kinds of dinner hostings, to kind of do the moderation and the keynotes, we're able to talk about the corporations. It's not about us as an organization necessarily, but it's about our programs and it's about our members who represent this wide range of corporate ocean responsibility, of business and blue economy, of those intersections for sustainability and regenerative economy. And because of that, that's an opportunity for us to engage, break down the silos or build the waterways, as I like to say, and make sure that we're having those conversations with all the right stakeholders and finding a way to do something different that really lifts everybody up at the same time. I think when you have the intimate dinners or breakfasts or whatever it might be, those are chances to have more direct conversation. And then when you're on stage, you're sort of bringing everybody into the conversation. You're bringing the audience into the conversation. And it really is a chance to start to build something that we haven't done before. Gosh, I think there's a couple of them. One of them is, for me, sort of hold on tight. Things are changing, and there's a lot of conversation around blue and ocean. There's also a lot of necessary finance that I think is probably my main message. How do you do blue finance in such a way that you're combining the needs of very small entrepreneurs, social innovators, in every corner of the world? Because I think for the European context, it's different than the US, it's different than South America, and sort of the hubs coming up out of Singapore or Oceania. And so I think probably a main message is let's figure out the blue finance issues. Let's figure out the way to create those capital stacks, whether it's bonds or it's venture capital or it's something sort of in between that allows us to do the work, because there's so much we need to do.